Chevy fans will tell you that the Chevy Blazer was Chevy's most popular SUV, and this was before the sport utility vehicle acronym became commonplace. To the disappointment of many, the Blazer was discontinued in the 2001 model year. Here we are in 2019, and the Blazer is back. Now, I know a few of you will be disappointed because this all-new Chevy Blazer has nothing in common with its ancestor, but we are here in Quebec to find out what makes this new Blazer stand out in the busy two-row SUV segment. The new Blazer fills the small gap in Chevrolet's lineup between the Equinox and the Traverse. It shares the platform with the GMC Acadia and the Cadillac XT5, but it has wider proportions.
3 of the top 5 selling models in Canada last year in the mid SUV segment were two-row SUVs. So it is a significant chunk of the market, and what we even see is there's a big difference between your two-row buyer and your three-row buyer, where the three-row buyer is looking for a little more practicality in terms of cargo space and people hauling capability. We see the two-row buyer as somebody that's looking for more emotional reasons for purchase, like having a fun-to-drive, exciting vehicle that's coupled with some really striking exterior design. And I think Blazer hits the nail on the head on both of those fronts.
There are a lot of Camaro-inspired flourishes both outside and inside this vehicle. In fact, the rotary air vents and climate controls look almost identical. But overall, the interior is very simple with clean lines and minimal buttons.
You got the standard Blazer that brings great bold looks and 18-inch wheels and dual exhaust standard. From there, you can move to the classy upscale look of the Premier with some beautiful chrome accents, 20-inch wheels or even 21-inch optional wheels. If you're looking for that bold, aggressive, sporty look, the RS is for you. Black, high gloss, lower valences on the exterior, coupled with the Camaro-inspired grille and some beautiful red accents to complement the black leather on the inside.
Well, the original Blazer definitely had off-road built into its core, and it is very evident that this all-new Blazer, the engineers and designers were looking to create a vehicle that had much better on-road manners.
It's got this sporty, athletic appearance, and it backs it up with tons of fun-to-drive characteristics. In the rear of the vehicle, in the all-wheel drive system of the twin clutch system, there's 2 clutches, and it allows what we call active yaw control. So you can move the power to whatever wheel needs to do the most work. One of the characteristics that makes the Blazer so athletic and fun to drive is its wider stance, so it's very planted on the road. Basically, the use of high-strength steel in this Blazer is incredible. We use structural adhesives for body rigidity, and then we have a great suspension lineup with McPherson struts up front, and basically a 5-axis rear suspension. The vehicle is capable of towing 4,500 pounds with the V6 powertrain. And the V6 is on most of our upper level trims. Comes with 2 different powertrains, the 2.5 and the 3.6. Both fantastic engines, both very powerful. Both of them are mated to 9-speed automatic transmissions. It's just a fantastic all-around car, this new Chevrolet Blazer. Well, the RS is more than just a sporty appearance. And you'll see when you look at the RS, you can see some features perhaps from one of our other vehicles, the Chevy Camaro. We use sort of a similar grille to the RS, but the RS is far more than just a sporty appearance. It's basically things like different calibrations for transmission and shifting. It has a sporty all-wheel drive mode that's very specific to the RS. It has different suspension tuning, and then it has a different power steering rack for basically better control of the vehicle.
This RS, the sporty model with the V6 engine, almost feels like a sports car behind the wheel. The steering is sharp, the suspension is comfortable and feels very level even in corners. The nice thing is you put your foot down, there is a little bit of a growl, but overall the interior is actually very quiet. I think Chevy has done a great job of delivering an SUV that is fun to drive. We didn't spend any time, unfortunately, in the 4-cylinder model, but Chevy does think that this V6 is going to be their volume seller, and I agree. This new Chevy Blazer is up against some heavy hitters like the Ford Edge, Nissan Murano, and the new Honda Passport. But with a competitive starting price and a ride that is much less truck-like than any of the competition, as well as some stylish good looks, I think the reignition of the Chevy Blazer is going to do quite well.